So today is October 28th, 2025, and this is today's trade breakdown. Right now we're on the 5 minute. This is on GBPUSD. And right off the back, I woke up, came into the markets, I saw this right here. Right off the back, I see prices on a little downtrend. Price came back up, bounced off this zone or this area right here, and now it's pushing back down. So now what I was doing, I was just waiting. I was waiting for price to break this low, because if price broke this low, then that means it's still downtrending, right? So after that, we're just waiting. Bam, price broke that low. Let me go one bar back. So right here, price broke that low. As soon as I saw price break this low, right, I went to the 15 minute. Right off the bat, there's a zone right here. I saw this zone. There's a supply zone. I went to the 15 minute just to see if the zone will be marked up here too, and it was right here. Because look, if we go back one more time, boom. If we go back, price is looking like this. I don't know why I'm all the way in the corner right there. Price is looking like this, and then I drew my zone from the 15 minute candle, this bullish candle that created the zone, and price pushed down and broke this low, breaking structure on the 15 minute and on the 5 minute. Right, I put the top of the zone at the top of the wick. If we go to the 5 minute, it was looking like this. Okay, so right off the back, we see a mini downtrend. We see price coming down, coming back up, coming down, breaking this low, right? Boom, breaking this low. So now it's telling me, okay, price is still downtrending, right? And most of these breakdowns is gonna be rinse and repeat, the same thing over and over again, because that's all I do. I trade the same strategy, and I look for the same confirmations over and over and over again, bro. So it's gonna be just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Every trade breakdown is gonna be literally most likely the same, just the trade gonna play out differently, but it's gonna be the same thing, rinse and repeat. So like I said, price broke this low right here, and I just waited for price to come back up and touch my zone and reject from it. Next candle open, price came back up, touched the zone. As soon as I saw that, I sent this out to the group chat so people could get ready to get in this trade on the next break of candle low. Then we got this next candle, boom, and price was rejecting. So I was like, okay, I'm ready. So next candle that breaks this low right here, I'll be getting in for sales, and my stop loss was like around 11 pips, 11 points. My one-to-one is 11 points, right? This is my one-to-one, and then my 2-to-1 will be roughly around here. This is 2 times my risk. It's roughly around there. Boom, right? So the traders already sent out. We already got all confirmations. Price came to the zone, touched the zone, rejected off of it. 3 MAs are lined up above price, showing that momentum is pushing down. Now from here, we just waited. The next candle opened, and it broke this low. I don't know if you see that, but it broke this low. So as soon as it broke that candle low, I got in, and then price started reversing or pushing back with that candle. Then at 8:35, that candle opened, 8:35 candle, and price started pushing into profit. So right after there, we were just waiting to see if price is gonna hit take profit 1 or 1-to-1. Next candle open, price started doing that, boom, boom, and bam. So right here at 8:55, price hit our 1-to-1 and surpassed it. So right off the back, I moved my stop loss to break even. Boom. I closed out partials right here. I closed out half the trade at 1-to-1, or I think it was like around here, a little bit over 1-to-1, because this candle was pushing. So I was like, yo, this candle pushing, almost hit my 2-to-1. Candle came like literally right here, almost hit my 2-to-1 target with that one candle. So around this area, I closed out partials. I closed out half the trade, and I broke even. I put my stop loss at break even, so now it's a risk-free trade. I already secured profits, and now it's a risk-free trade because I moved my stop loss to break even. So now we have no risk on the trade, and we're still floating in profit. After there, price just was playing a little bit, and then bam, smacked our 2-to-1. Once it did that, I closed out partials again, and price kept pushing down. And then I closed out the last bit of partials that was left in the trade around here. So let me, bro. So in total, we basically ended up catching a little bit over our 2-to-1. And I was like, you know what? Once I saw price surpass my 1-to-1, I already closed out majority of the trade, and it was left a little bit of the trade left. And this candle started. When this candle opened, price was like dancing. It was bouncing. It was rejecting. It didn't want to go down. And then before it closed, it ended up pushing all the way down and closing bearish. So I was like, you know what? Let me close out the trade right here. I already hit my 1-to-2 target. I already hit my second target. I closed out partials. My trade's already at break even. I could hold for longer, but you never know how far price is gonna keep going. You don't know if price, the next few candles, price could reverse and come back to your stop loss or to your break even point. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just close out. So here I ended up closing out the full trade, right, on this candle. And after that, price honestly kept freaking pushing down. And I was like, okay, that's cool. We could have ended up catching a little bit more. We could have ended up catching four times what we was risking. So target would have hit our 1-to-4. But at the end of the day, it's cool. I followed my trading plan. I stuck to my strategy. And I got out at my 1-to-2 target, which is what my trading plan says. I secured profits. I made some money for the day. Beat the markets. Can't complain. If price keeps going after my initial target gets hit, that's none of my concern, because I already followed my plan, made some money on that little move, and got out. Right? I could have definitely held longer, made some more money, but it's cool. I wasn't being greedy. And yeah, that was basically today's trade setup. We ended up making around I think like $569 on this trade. I'll show you real quick over here. So for the month, we're up $1,980. On the recent video that I did before, I show you guys, you know, we had a winning week, a losing week, a winning week, then a winning week. Probably the last time I did the video, it was like around here. I think it was like a Tuesday, and this is a week after. And so far yesterday, I took a loss on NASDAQ. That's why Monday was a losing day. And then today we ended up catching a win right here on GBPUSD, making that money back plus some more, plus $250 extra on top of yesterday's loss. Yesterday's loss was really stupid, honestly. I got out the trade very early because I saw price rejecting crazy, and price was just piking, like, bro, that joint was moving in momentum. So I was like, yo, price about to hit my stop loss. It wasn't like 3 pips or 2 pips away from my stop loss for me to close out early, which I should have waited for that, but it was around 5 pips to my stop loss. So I ended up closing out because I got scared, bro. I got freaking scared. And I was like, yo, price about it, that shit going straight to my stop loss, bro. I'm about to close out. Fuck that. And then price ended up not hitting my stop loss. Let's see if I can go back to that trade. Price ended up not hitting my stop loss. Oh, this is another setup I marked up today. It ended up playing out in 10 minutes. But I didn't get in this trade because I was already in that GBPUSD trade. But look, yesterday, see, this was yesterday's trade. We have this demand right here. Price pushed up. This is a 15-minute demand zone, by the way. Price pushed up, started coming down, broke this structure right here, broke this recent high, pushed up, started coming back down, consolidating. Then news hit, 9:30 news, New York Stock Exchange, price hit our zone, bounced off, and then broke the candle high. It broke the candle high right here. Boom. I got in the trade, and then the next couple candles, price was just bearish. Price was just under, it was in drawdown. And then this candle right here in particular, this jump pushed down so heavy, right? Like my stop loss was down here. My stop loss was down there, but this candle pushed down so heavy, like it was going by so fast. And I was like, bro, the candle just opened. That's just about to just go bomb and smack my stop loss and break the zone. So I was like, you know what? Before price even comes down and hits my stop loss, I'm about to close out the trade early. And that's what happened. I ended up closing the trade early, like around here. I ended up closing the trade early around around here, and that shit just fucking reversed. Bomb. Came back up and then went into profit. Almost hit our 1-to-1, then came back down and started pushing back up, and bomb, smacked our 1-to-1 around 10:45. Hit our 1-to-1 target. So if I would have never closed out this trade, I would have still been, it would have been a winning day yesterday. So I would have been a winning day yesterday, and it would have been a winning day today. But I got scared. I got scared and I closed out. And then price fucking reversed and went into profit and hit my first target, my 1-to-1 target, which sucks. But yeah, that's what happened. Either way, we're up for the week. We're up for this week $250, and we're up for the month $1,980. And yeah, and then we're just about to wait. We got like 2 more trading days left for this month, and hopefully at the end of the month we stay on profit, which we will be. And from there we get to withdraw 30% for the month, secure that money in our pocket, use that money to, I don't know, do whatever we want, and continue compounding that account, and leave the rest of the money that we made for the month in profit to continue compounding that account, to continue growing it. And hopefully very soon, this is not gonna say 1900, but it's gonna say 19,000. And then once we withdraw 30% from that 19,000, it's gonna be around $3,000 or so. Well, I think it's gonna be more. 30%. Yeah, I think it's like 6,000 or something. From 19. Yeah, it's like 6 or around 6 and 7 or 8. My math is off right now, but yeah. So very soon that's gonna be, the goal as we keep compounding, and hopefully these winners are gonna get bigger and bigger. And soon enough, we'll be withdrawing people's yearly salary off of just 30% withdrawal every month, and continue compounding that account until it's a good size. And then from there we could just, in one day we could have a withdrawal and cover our whole month or up to 6 months of expenses off of just one winning day. And yeah, so that was it for today's trade. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what other type of videos you guys want to see. I'm also going to be dropping a video talking about withdrawals, because that's something we don't really tap into a lot, and that I didn't get taught about withdrawing my money from trading. So I'm going to teach you how I withdraw, how I recommend for you to have a withdrawal system, and the withdrawal system I use, and the one I recommend for you to use, so like that you can actually secure profits once you do make profits in trading, and make sure that you are able to see that profits in your bank or in your wallet, not just on the trading account, and then next month comes and you never withdraw, or next week comes and you never withdraw, and then now that profit that you had is gone and you never got to enjoy any of the profits because you never got to withdraw. So next video we're going to be tapping into that, and I'll be putting you on the withdrawal system. that I use and the withdrawal system that you could use to secure profits and make some money, and see your actual profit gains in your pocket and use it, because not a lot of people teach that, and I feel like that's highly essential if you want to actually be a full-time day trader. You gotta learn how to withdraw, and you gotta have a system in place of how you're gonna withdraw. Okay, so till next time, guys, I'll see you.